What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back. Now, a while ago, I bought myself a 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer and I love this car. So since we bought this car, I've done a bunch of different things to it. And in true project car fashion, the list of things that I want to do doesn't seem to get any shorter. So I was at the Wreckers the other day having a bit of a look around, which I know is probably a mistake. And I found some things that I want to put in the car that I've been looking for a while. And we finally have them. So today, we're gonna clean those parts, take out the old parts, put these ones in, and just enjoy it, I guess. I have no idea. I'm just trying to justify my purchases at the Wreckers. So let me show you what I bought, okay? Now I know these probably aren't the most exciting parts that you're probably gonna find at the Wreckers, but they are to me. And that's what matters, okay? I found one of these, which is a stereo fascia that has all the climate controls and stuff, but this is the same material that matches the top of the dash, which I'm very excited about because the other one's black and it doesn't quite fit in as well. And then I found this. So this is a shifter shroud and then the ashtray and 12 volt power and all that sort of stuff. But this has the darker bottom section. So mine at the moment, I'll show you in a second, but it's like that lighter gray color. This one's not. It has the same color as the fascia on the top part, and it's a lot better condition, surprisingly, than the one I have in the car currently. So we'll go inside the car, I'll show you exactly what we're working with right now, and then we're gonna come back, clean these, take the old ones out, put the new ones in, and because we're replacing the whole shifter console part, we're gonna take the old shifter boot off, which is like an old stock leather, really gross looking shifter boot, and we're gonna replace it with one of these. I've got this nice little suede and red stitched leather boot. We're gonna put that on, make it look a little bit nicer, I think. I have no idea. Look, I am by no means a professional, okay? I found some parts at the Wrecker and I wanna justify my purchase by making this video. So let me show you inside the car. Okay, they were way more disgusting than I remember them being. Please don't come for me, okay? Let's clean up the new ones and get them ready to put in the car. All right, now that these are clean, they are not perfect, which is fine. They're still gonna look good, which is all that really matters, but I didn't realize how damaged they were until I took all the dirt off, which is probably happens more often than it should. Anyway, let's take the old ones out of the car and just see how bad they are. It's moments like this that I'm really happy that I'm a small person. Okay, so we got the parts out. We worked out how to disconnect the 12 volt power because I've never done that before. Turns out it's a lot easier than I thought. I just couldn't work it out. And you can see as well, we have this no jokes, because I know that what you're gonna say, but it's really gross. It's gross and old, and we're gonna change it out. So we're gonna replace this. You can just see how filthy this is. absolutely revolting. I'm very happy to see this disappear, and you can tell just by looking at them, look at the difference. This one has the black surround, this one has the light gray. I think this will look a lot better with the rest of the car, and I think just the overall condition is a million times nicer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a look at the bottom of this, I think, and see how this attaches, because I've never had to replace one of these shifter boots. So we're gonna learn that as well and work out how that works. But so far, it seems pretty straightforward. It looks pretty simple. I'm also noticing now that this top panel separates. So you can replace that top panel and paint it or do whatever you want, but we're gonna work out how to use this shifter boot, because I'm looking now, you can see there's a little white ring underneath this one that holds the shifter boot in, but this one doesn't have that. So I'm assuming I might steal this from this and use it on this. I have no idea. Let's just take this one out, work out what we need to do with that one. And then what we need to do is we need to remove the head unit from the existing one. So you can see this is black. I kind of like the way this looks, but I think this one will look nicer. So, I mean, they're very, very similar. They're very, very similar. This one's black with like that stippled finish on the plastic. This one has like a nice gunmetal clean finish. I have no idea, man. These were super cheap at the wreckers and the only reason that I'm putting them in the car, but that should be pretty straightforward. You just have to take the cage around the head unit, put it into the new one, and we should be to hook it all up again. I have no idea. Let's start with the shifter column and get that boot off and put the new one in, and we'll work it out from there. Okay, so it turns out that white ring is actually attached to the shifter boot. So I think that's pretty useless. I feel so gross holding that on camera. Anyway, this is the new one. So I'm assuming that we just put it in? I have no idea. This whole video has just gone very, very wrong, hasn't it? Let's just see what we can do with this. Finally, oh my God. Now, I don't know if that's right. I have no idea, but it's in and that's all that matters. Again, no jokes, because I know how easy that would be. So, like, it looks like it should be the right height. I have no idea. We're not gonna know anything until we put this in the car and see how far off it is, but whatever, we'll be fine. We'll chuck it in the car, it should be sweet, and then we should be good to go. We now need to take off that head unit, so we'll get the head unit off the old fascia, put it on the new one, and then put everything back together. All right, so we've got the head unit out, which is fine. And now looking at the back of these, I'm missing 2 of these yellow clips. So I'm assuming I can just take these off and put it on the new ones. I don't know if you can, but that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take these off, we'll put them on the new ones, put the head unit in, and then just smack it all back in the car. I'm very excited. Beautiful, easy, look at that. So all we have to do now is put the shifter column on and make sure that it's the same size as the previous one, because I know that if I did it too short, it's not gonna be able to shift, which is not gonna be ideal. So let's try and chuck that one in first, because that's the first part to go in, and we'll hope for the best. So there you go. I am pretty happy with the way that looks. Is it the best mod in the world? No. Is it the most exciting mod in the world? Still no. But I really like the idea of getting something from the wreckers, putting it in the car, having some fun with the car for not a lot of money. That probably cost me like $60 for both of those parts. I'm very happy. I'm also not going to admit how long it took me to put the shifter boot on, because it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm really chuffed with it. I know it's not a digital dash or some turbo components or something. I have no idea what you guys want from me, but I know it's not those parts. But I really like just buying something and putting it in the Lancer. It's probably not great for my wallet, but I thoroughly enjoy it. If you have any suggestions for things that you want to see me do to this car, let me know. Obviously, it has to be financially achievable. I'm not putting a V12 in it. Just stop asking. But if you have any suggestions, please let me know. If you like this video, don't forget to leave it a like. Also subscribe. I post new videos every week. You don't want to miss them. Leave me a comment with all of your suggestions about this car, and if I can afford them or do them, I guess we'll do them. I don't know, man. If you want to join us on any of our social media, all the links will be in the description. Other than that, I'm gonna see you all next week. I love your faces. Bye!